Hey my fellow Diamond friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kalikaloo on the internet, and I also go by the name of Kali, and I'm happy that you found your way to today's WIP&SIP&CHAT. So if you're new to my channel or new to diamond painting in general, WIP&SIP&CHAT is like a way to say that I'm going to work on this painting here. So this is my WIP, my work in progress, and I invite you to work alongside me on a project or to do whatever it is you want to do, while I'm going to chat about my daily stuff or just like topics that I want to tell you about. There's the last part of it, and this is the sipping part. This is the part that's important for me. So I grabbed some green tea with lemon today. So grab something to drink and stay hydrated while you work. So this is always important. So what I'm going to work on, so my WIP for today is this picture here. I showed it to you on previous WIP&SIP&CHATs. So this is a canvas from, the painting is from Margaret Morales. And this is one of the first canvases I bought when I started diamond painting over a year and a half ago by now. And it's from a company over on AliExpress. So this is not legally licensed, so I'm not going to mention it. It's also from a Chinese brand, so it's very difficult for me to pronounce it, but this is what the canvas looks like. So you can see that it's pretty much computer rendered, which explains that there are a lot of different colors that are like getting through. So you have like not a uniform color for the skin texture like you would get in different shops, but for like the price I paid and knowing that it's unfortunately not legally licensed, for me it's fine. So what the quality, I'm talking about the quality, not about the licensing. So what's left of the painting is this part here. So I'm going to work on this part here where we have the head of the bunny, and then this row here will still be left. So I'm still working with the same tools. I placed them actually on the other side because I was helping my boyfriend with his picture. So I'm going to grab them and then I will be back. Maybe you can pause the video here just to get something to drink quickly, and we will be back at the same time. So I'm back. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so that you can see a little bit better what I'm working on. This should be fine. Let me just do the placement right so that you can actually see more. I think this should be it, so you can see. This also helps me to see a little bit of the timer. So this I'm going to take off. This is actually super fun. This is actually like this tape you get from Action Shop. It's like the normal tape you put on the walls. Like if you want to do paint your walls or whatever, you can use this tape. But they have it in like purple, and I feel like this is a more plasticky version of the normal paper one, and this helps you actually. It's pretty sticky, but the texture is nice. It's more like washi tape, so I prefer this to the normal white, yellow, transparent one. So let's work on our section here. So let's see. Oh, nice. Okay, so I know that I've been off a while from social media in general lately, and especially from my YouTube channel, and that's just because like there were so many things going on. And I want to start off like with my absence, like my leave from YouTube. It was not really a leave, but like I was off work for like 2 whole weeks during Easter, and I was like, I started working on this painting and I was like, I want to finish it. Like you can see it did not work out, but I really wanted to work on it. Let me just place drills while I'm talking because otherwise I will not place anything. So I really wanted like to work on this canvas a lot and get a lot of diamond painting done and stuff related to diamond painting, and in the end I actually did get done a lot, but that's a lot that you can't see on camera. So I'm just going to be like mean, and I'm going to tell you that there is some really big news that are coming for June. And I'm going to be pretty mean, and I'm not going to tell you anything about it more than that. So just please stay tuned for the big news that are coming in June. I'm so excited to tell you guys a little bit more about what is coming once I'm able to. At the moment, I'm just not able because everything is not yet settled. That's what I'm going to say. Everything is going smooth so far. It's a project, but that's it. I'm not going to say more. Just stay tuned in and you will see. But I will be back with my regular like WIP and sip and chats, and I will also try to update you guys more on videos. But I was actually, while I was like filming my most recent unboxing, like dough from Dreamer Designs, I was actually wondering what kind of videos do you guys prefer? Like, what is it you guys like watching? I love to listen to WIP and Sip and Chats on a regular daily basis, just because this helps me like to learn a little bit more about the YouTubers that I follow, to see a bit more about the diamond painting community as well. And often like these people are really funny, or I feel related to those that I'm actually watching, and that's why I like to watch them. So mostly WIP and Sip and Chats. I loved to watch unboxings and especially sneak peeks for Diamond Art Club. But more recently, ever since I'm actually on a no-buy, well, I'm not on a no-buy, but I am on a limited buy. Let's say it like this. I try to buy fewer diamond paintings, and so I try not to watch like unboxing videos at the moment. Just because if I watch them, they are always looking so beautiful and so stunning, and what the creators say about them just makes me want them. And so I tend to not watch the unboxing, especially the sneak peek ones. I only go watch them because I still follow Diamond Art Club, for instance, or Dreamer Designs. I follow them on my Instagram, and I check out whenever they release a new picture, but then on my head, I'm like going to be super quick. I tell myself like you have like one glance, you take a look at it, one glance, and then you decide if it's like something that I must have, or if it's I want it, I'm going to put it on my wish list, but I'm not going to buy it unless it's really going to be like limited edition or stuff like that. So I'm very clear in my head, and as long as it's not I must have it, I'm going to despair like whenever it's going to be sold out or limited edition and I can't grab it, I'm not going to buy it. Same thing happened funnily today, and I was so close to going to buy something. So I got a mail this morning from Diamond Art Club saying that there were like pre-orders from pictures that I really liked, and there was like this magic one. There's this girl there sitting in her room with this cat and she's doing some magic, and this one was one that I really had on my wish list, and I was like, should I buy it, shouldn't I buy it? But then I was like, for now it's not yet limited edition, and so I was like, I'm going to pass on it. And I hope I made the right choice because I really like that one. I don't know who's the artist of this one, but this is such a cute one, and I love the pink colors of it so much, but I decided against it for the moment. So maybe if it comes back, I will get it. But right now I'm just trying to like work on the kits I have, especially since I noticed that this year I'm working not as quickly on my paintings, and that's just because like I have like this other project on the side, and I also have like a life more than last year. And for real, no, I'm just joking, like, but I have a lot to do. That's more of the honest way to say. I have a lot to do, especially with work, and sometimes I feel like there are other things that I also like to do, like whenever last year, for example, my boyfriend, he was like doing lawnmower diamond painting as well. So we did diamond paint at the same time, especially during summer while we were outside. This was like the best time to diamond paint. But here it is still super cold and raining all the time. And when we had last year at this time around like 20 degrees or 25, and we could sit outside, this year I have not even put down my like furniture on my terrace, my balcony stuff, just because like it's too cold, it's raining all the time, and it's just not like worth it. So this is really sad. And I don't know how it is at your place, if it's just like the weather here in my country or Europe in general. But this is kind of what also slows me down in my work of diamond painting. And like I told you guys, I really have a lot to do. And yeah, more about that in another video. So I don't know what I was talking about before I told you guys that, but that's the reason why I'm currently on a, not a no buy, but a buy less stuff than what I should or could buy. And I'm going with it, and I'm still going strong, and I feel I'm doing okay. So I really bought less than I bought last year. I still love a lot of the stuff that Diamond Art Club does. I always say Diamond Art Club, but you know guys, I mostly buy from them. I also ordered some from Dreamer Designs, but I'm still waiting to do some before I order some more. There was one that got me also very close this week, and this was like the Cinderella's castle that they released. It is so gorgeous, and this is on my very wish list, and I think one day I'm just going to get it because it's so beautiful. And I did not even check out if it's limited edition, but I don't think it is. So anyway, this is like how I'm currently working. So I check out like their pictures they are releasing, and in my brain I give myself like really a second, not more, and I'm like, do I need it, don't I need it? And if the answer is or maybe or something like that, I'm not going to get it. Well, I'm not going to get it right away, that's how I'm going to formulate it. But some I really need to get, like for instance when they released the Kiki's delivery service, even though it was a version 1, in my heart, I felt my heart go boom, 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 and I really need to have it. Like, I was like, if this goes away and if they sell it out and I did not grab it, I will be so sad. And so I had to get it, even though it was like first edition and the rendering was off. But I saw someone, I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was, on my Insta who finished it, and it does look super cute. So let me just get a sip. Yeah, what else did I want to tell you about? So today I have to do like a lot of recap because I was away for quite some time, like I told you guys. Like, I know that I wanted to do a lot during summer, like I said summer break, but it was not even summer break, during Easter holidays, and in the end I did actually nothing of the kind. Like, I did nothing for my YouTube, which is actually fine because I felt like I had a little break, and sometimes that's great as well, just not to get like drained by what you do and stop doing stuff you love because like you feel so drained. And I already had like situation where I lived through that, and it's such a shame. You know, when I was a little bit like a few years ago, I actually met a lot of people through my Wattpad. So I had a Wattpad page where I was writing stuff. And at the moment I was writing something like, I don't know if you like know that stuff, but I was writing some kind of a fan fiction. Like it's actually where you have already a story, like not really a story, but you have like a world that does exist, and you just add like stories to this world that already does exist, that some other creator has already created. You have, for instance, like Harry Potter, or you have other like universes, worlds such as these, where you have a lot of people that are actually writing and completing like stories, like the world. And that's something that I was super interested in. And so I had my page where I was writing like these stories, and there were a lot of people who actually loved my story. And the thing is that once I got started and people continued reading it, they asked for more, which is normal if they like something. The thing was that back then I was still going through my exams to become a teacher, because here it's like not as easy to become a teacher. I think I told you in a previous video that we actually have to do like 2 to 3 whole years of a practice exam, like where you have to be followed by a real teacher that's certified, and then you have like to pass, well, you already have classes, but then you have to pass your practical exam yourself. You have to do a lot of different works, writing papers and stuff, just for like this whole, during these 2 years. So you have a lot to do. And I was writing while I was like doing all of that. And this period is super, super stressful actually. And so sometimes I forced myself in the evening to write, even though I did not feel motivated to do so. And in the end, like people were like starting to say, yeah, you don't write often enough and we are waiting, and please write more and do this, do that, I want to see that, can you add this, can you add that, and come on, update and stuff. And it was actually super draining because I don't know if I'm a people pleaser or anything, I don't feel like that, but I feel like I always try to give people if I can do it, what I ask. If it's not like something bad, I really always try to help or like make people happy or whatever. And I'm not going to say anything that I don't believe in. It's just like, if I can do something and it makes them happy, sure, why not? And I felt like really drained after time. And then from one day to the next, I just stopped completely. And I deleted like my app. The story is still there, but I have not written a word ever since. And my friend was like, hey, like there's one really, really dear friend I have that I met through like the story writing, and we stayed in contact. She's from the States. And she was like, hey, don't you want to write again? And you know, the funny thing is that sometimes I really like get the need to write again. I told you guys about that like in my previous video, I think, but I could not go back there. I just could not. Sometimes I really want to, but I just could not, just because I feel like the same pressure will be back once I start writing, even though it's not even the case. Okay, so I'm back. There was just like a quick phone call that I had to get. And here I am back with like the same color. Let's continue placing some drills down. So what else is it that I can tell you? During this break, like I did not do a lot of diamond painting. I had a lot of time with friends and family, like family a little bit less because like they were like gone to Spain and I was like at home, but I was like taking care of the houses, and that was mainly what I was doing. This meant that we did not really celebrate like Easter like we usually do in family, so it was just me and my boyfriend, which was nice as well. We did not do something different or special. We went to like a park with animals. This was very nice. It is a park like for, it's open, it's the commune that does actually take care of it and take care of the animals, so you don't need to pay entrance. But it's nice if you have like kids. They have like different kind of animals like deers and stuff. I don't know, did I talk about this? I have like a deja vu, so I'm not sure, did I talk about that? I don't think I did a WIP&SIP&CHAT about it, did I? So I don't know, sorry if I'm repeating myself. So we went there, it was nice, we ate something, and it was a fun day, especially since we like left pretty late. So we left around, I think it was 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we just decided to go grab the train, like the passing train, and from there on we just went someplace, and he had never seen that park, so I was like, okay, let's go there and let's see what it is like. And thing is, I'm not a very spontaneous person, but this was more or less spontaneous and it was really, really fun. You don't know maybe, but here in my country, like they made like train and public transportation free. Like for free, this means actually that like the residents do pay it with taxes, but you can use it like for free. There are no tickets you'd need to take or buy. nor for the bus, nor for like the train, nor for the tram that we have. Like we don't have a metro here, but we have like all the other things that you get, and it's not just like the big city, the capital, it's really the whole country. So this is fine. And even if you're like not a resident but a tourist, you can use that, and it's free for you. And ever like since I started working at that place, I'm currently working at, I take like the train like every morning, and or like the bus more to go to work, and if I come back I take the train. So it's fine. You get used to it. What else? Have I missed one? No, I don't think so. So yeah, and the other thing is why I took like some time off was just that I was really stressed at the end of like the school period, right before like the holidays. And that was mainly just because like it's really stressful. I think I told you guys about like my school already. I'm not going to go into details because that's not just something I should do. So I'm not going to say names or anything. It's just like, I feel like, I don't know if it's just me or if there are fellow teachers that are listening or whatever, but I feel like our society is changing a lot, and I think I talked about that. And often like when I get to talk with parents or stuff, because like the kids aren't like, I'm not going to say they are not working, but like they have like behavior that is not what we are used to. Like often you have like kids that, I see it more and more often, especially in the younger kids. We have kids that are so disrespectful. Like even now we have like a fellow teacher who's like pregnant, and the kid was like, the age, they are like pretty young, I would say 14 to 15, and he was like telling her, she's really young as well, and she's like one of the most kindest teachers that I know in school, and he told her like to die, and he told her, not just her but also her kid, like she's pregnant, that the kid should die as well. And I think there are limits of what as a teacher you need to listen to. Like there are just things that you don't have to deal with, I feel like, and this is something like that. I think this goes over your authority as a teacher. And with comments like that, me personally, I think that you can go way higher and ask the leadership, like the headmistress, to interfere, because these are like things that you should not say. And I feel like in situations such as these, or if like teachers are called whores or stuff like that, there are just limits, and sometimes the teacher by themselves can't do much, and it's necessary, I feel like, for a higher authority to intervene. Not just to punish the kids, it's not about the punishment, but just to show them that there is like something that's going to happen if you don't respect your teachers. And the thing is, I feel like where I'm currently working, there is not, like, the support for teachers does not really exist, in the sense that for my friend, for example, who was like, where the kids told her to go die and that her kid should die as well, when she brought the matter up with higher authority, they just like said that, like the kid just said, oh no, I would never say that for the kid. For her, yeah, but not the kid. Like she can go die, but not the kid. And that was okay, because that was some kind of excuse for them. So he's going to excuse himself and that's it. But I'm not sure if like excuse and stuff, or like saying that kid has a bad childhood, or there's stuff going on in his, like with his parents and stuff, I don't think that these are like acceptable ways or stuff that we as teachers should accept. I mean, everyone, and I mean it, like seriously, everyone has like their burden to bear. And this does not mean that everything should be, that we should like as teachers accept everything and excuse every behavior we get to see. And I feel like the school is going more and more in that direction, like the kids are allowed to do everything. And if we like want some help, it's just like, yeah, but it's your class, you have to see what you can do. And I'm all right with the fact that we have like to go to formations about it, like get informed about how to react or stuff. Of course, that's part of the job, but I feel like there also should be like sanctions or punishments, like not bad punishments, but you know, if it's, well, I mean, if it's needed, it's needed. But I feel like there's just nothing like, and if you don't get the support you need from your authority, this can be like kind of, I don't know, it's also draining a lot. And I feel like this is what actually is happening at the moment. And I know that there are a lot of teachers, like over nearly half, if not more, that actually feel that way. And the problem is that there are a lot of like friends that, or people that don't dare say stuff because of different reasons. And I don't feel like this is fair. Like, this is not the way it should be, especially if like teachers have like ideas to get a better working climate, and if whatever they say is not even, there's no one to listen to, this is like kind of not as nice. So before the holidays, I felt like this has gone on for quite some time, and I felt like really drained because of stuff like that was going on, and it was going on, and there was nothing to improve the situation. I felt like really drained for a while, and I kind of, at the moment, I don't know how I'm going to continue working like that. But I decided for myself that I'm not going to go influence or like get down because of stuff like that. So I kind of decided to work around the problem and see what will happen, if something will happen and change. And if not, I'm going to like do some changes for myself, if it's like in my personal, like my professional working career, or if it's in my workspace where I'm working at, I don't know. But I feel like at the moment I don't take anything like personal anymore, and I just let things go the way they go, and I will see what will happen. And accordingly to that, I will just take some decisions. But I felt like if this is society and this is like the people that are going to make the new generation, I don't know what this will be, but it's not the best way to go. And I don't know if it's just like my school I'm working at. I really don't know, but I feel like this is like some big issue. And if like there are so many colleagues that feel the same way, there is like a problem. And the way that sometimes you don't even feel safe at school, and you tell yourself that there are things that could happen. I don't know if this is a good work environment. So yeah, I'm not going to say more about that. I already feel like I said too much. So just for you to understand why I needed also this like time off once I was like in the holidays, and I feel like being away from social media a while and being away from my phone and from requests from students and colleagues and so on felt just really, really nice. And I love to do my channel and I love to work on my projects here and share stuff with you. So just wanted to say this, and I will be back with like super happy content, and I just want to give you this like as an explanation for some things, and I'm not going to dwell on it. It's just an explanation like I told you guys, and that's it. So from now on, happy thoughts, and here we go. So did you see it, like all these colors coming together so smoothly? So yeah, what did I want to tell you? During the holidays, what I also did was we worked on a terrarium. It's more like a vivarium at the start, but something went wrong. I think we did not put down enough of like flowers inside or green space. And so the little animal, I think that was in there, is no longer in there. But let me show you guys. I don't know if you like it. So you're not going to see any animal, but you're going to see like no insect. But you're going to see the vivarium that we did. So this is it. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to zoom out a little bit for you to see. Oh no, let's zoom in. So take a look. That is it. So we have made some plants. We put some plants in it, some greenery, some space there. Oh, you don't see a lot, do you? Anyway, this is like a big jar that we've got in action, and we put down like the plants. I don't know, do you see it? And yeah, we designed it like this, put in some plants, and yeah. That's something that we did, and it's really, really fun to do. I really enjoy working in nature, going out and doing some stuff like that. The last time I did one was a while ago. Unfortunately, oh, you won't see anything. Unfortunately, since I closed the lid, it ended up like being dead, like the flowers died. And yeah, everything there was mold on it and so on. So I'm more careful about it this time. And since I didn't do it on my own, but with the help of my boyfriend, I think it should be fine. So this is something that we did. What else did I do during the holidays? I also went to Action, of course, because I go there so often. I bought more books. I told you guys about that, didn't I? So I bought a lot of books, and I also bought let me show you guys. From Action, I got these. These are super cute, aren't they? These are wooden flower petals. And what I want to do is I want to put them glue them on a canvas, and I want to do some spring painting. That's what I want to do. I have this heart-shaped canvas, and with my boyfriend and my dog Edgar, I really want to draw something some kind of family picture where everyone participated, even if Edgar does just participate a little bit with his paw once or twice. I really want it to be a collaboration between us three. This is something that I really wanted to do, to remember, to have fun time, and make Edgar participate. I don't know in which way he will participate with his little paws, but maybe I will get some paint on them, wash them off later. But I would really want some painting that he has added some value to it. That's something I really want to do. I don't know if it's crazy, but I sometimes get ideas like these, and then I need to do it, and I really think it could be nice if he adds something to the painting. Why doesn't this glue there? So yeah, that is that. And I also got from Action these two thingies. I thought it was so cute. Like, this is DIY jewelry set, and you can do like some bracelets with them. Like, you got like different stuff inside. You got like these stuff here, the pearls and everything, and you get the same one in like purplish or like more pinkish. I like that, so I got that as well. So, you know, I always buy a lot of stuff. I also have like this resin to do, but I never do it. Like, it's not that I never do it, it's just like I need time to do it. And I think during summer holidays I will be so creative. So wait for it. I'm going to do it and you will see it. So this is that, and I feel like I say that so often. I'm so sorry. But that was like what I did during the holidays. Like, I mainly like did some time off my phone, and I got time to read a lot as well. I finished a book, I finished another one, and I'm currently reading like and finishing a book about, it's called The Dark Lady, and it's about a little child with African origins who lives actually in London, and he does not know his mother. He does just know that she left him as a child with Joanne, who is like an elderly woman, and she's like a witch. So she does witchery, and he also has a gift. Like, he doesn't know the language, but he can read every book he wants, even if it's in Greek or whatever language it's written in, that, or like living language, he can read it and he can translate it. So he does live in like poor conditions in London, where they are very racist, and so he's like, he has to steal to survive. And even though people tell him not to do it because he will get caught one day, he still does it. One day he gets into a fight with his like brother. Like, it's not really his brother, but it's like the sister of the woman that like kind of adopted him. It's her son, and he's like a little bit more how should I put this, he's like in a less good shape, and they get in a fight. And so our Henry, the protagonist, like, he kind of gets into a fight with him. And once the mother, like, she knows about this, she like curses him and she cusses at him and whatever. And one day he has to go like with like this boy, he decides to help him to steal something big. And they get caught. Like, the boy does not get caught, but he gets caught, and the sister of the boy get caught. And they have to live there until, like, prisoners, until they see that he has a gift. And then they treat him like really, really well, like some noble guy. And it grows over his head, let's say it this way. And from there on, everything goes like down and in the wrong direction for him. And he makes choices that are not the right choices, but that people do once they taste like power. And I really enjoyed this book because it's like, it's not really an adult book, it's more like a children's book, but you have so many values in it. It's so nicely written, and I really enjoyed it. And if I was like an English teacher, I think I might read it with my class, just because I feel like it gives us a way to see how people were treated, and in the time where African were just used as slaves in many countries. And we can also see that things are not as different nowadays. Well, of course, there are no longer slaves, but racism is still present nowadays. So you can like draw parallels with what is said in the book, and maybe it helps people to understand more like how like people are not really different, and if we treat everyone in a nice, respectful way, that actually like it makes people better. It does not make them worse. So that's what I want to say. And I really like the book. It's not as big and it's really, really interesting. So that's something I've read and I've nearly finished it. There are only 5 pages left. I usually read when I'm in the train, but I could not finish it. So I had to get out and leave the train before I could finish it today. But I want to finish it tonight. So this is on my to-do list for today. Let me get a sip. Also always think about drinking something. And staying hydrated. What else can I tell you? So, what else? Oh, you might remember that when I told you last time about, and I'm sure I talked about this. So I told you about a survival program that I was watching at TV. It's a Korean survival program and it just finished. And I'm so lucky because like the one guy that I really wanted to debut in this group, he was added to it and he made it, and I was so happy to see that happen. But I also started like another series. What is that one called? So it's another K-drama. I forgot the name, I'm sorry. I will put it here up here. So it's a K-drama about like a woman that actually does work for a rich family, and whenever they do like stuff that are illegal or bad, she kind of hides it from the media. Like she redirects media to stuff that is worse or like not as bad, and so the family actually never gets accused of anything. And again, she's working for this family, and we have like a lot of interesting characters that are coming up, and she's treated actually pretty poorly, even though she has earned the respect. And so I'm curious to see where this is going, because the actors are like, usually they use like younger actors because, I don't know, like I feel like there are a lot of Korean and international fans that are watching K-dramas nowadays. And even though there's an elder generations of actors, we usually tend to see the more younger actors. And this time we have more elderly actors that are well known in Korea that are playing in it. So I'm curious to see where this will be going. It's not the kind of thing I usually watch, but I really liked it. I never read a synopsis of anything. So I was like, I started watching it and it passed the vibe check, let's say it this way. And so I'll continue watching that when I have time and when my boyfriend is not around, because he's not into like series or movies. So I usually watch them on my own when he ain't there. So this is what I watched, and I also started Devious Mates, which is like a different version, I would say, of Desperate Housewives, and this one is on not Netflix, but Disney Plus. So this one is also some series I started. I have not continued it yet, but yeah, it's definitely something I want to continue watching, because it has like the same vibe as Desperate Housewives. And Desperate Housewives was actually one of like my very favorite series I enjoyed watching as a kid with my mom. So it also gives me like this flashback to when I was younger. During like these holidays, I also I don't know if you're into that, but like as a kid, I loved playing. I was like an only child. So I mainly, when I played games, it were like games where I had just one controller and I did not need anyone else to play with me, because my mom, she was not into games on the PlayStation or anything. It was always me, and she does not see well, so this made her actually dizzy. And I had to do it on myself. Like I had to get everything done by myself. That had to do with gaming, so she was no help there. And I tended to play like more of games like Final Fantasy or stuff where I needed no second player. That's what I wanted to say. And I missed a lot of Easter, at least 1, 2. Yeah, I have to go back there later. It's not bad. So anyway, so that's what happened when I was young. So when I went to France with my boyfriend, we just picked up a game that he used to play as a child and that I did not get a chance to play. So I love the series of Final Fantasy. I don't know if you know it is. It's super well known in the world of PlayStation and gaming. So it's actually a game, a series, a saga if you want, where you have different kind of worlds that exist, and it's always like about fantasy or stuff, and you have like your character that you follow. There's always a lot of story in this kind of games, and they often like put you also to think about stuff like nature or whatever it is. And I really enjoyed playing these, but the very first one that came out on the PlayStation 1, I never played them. And now they did do some remakes of these. Remakes, not really remakes, but remastered. They remastered them. And so we bought one of these games, it's Final Fantasy IX, and we started playing that. And it's about a princess that wants to travel, and her mother gets kind of possessed. She's not really possessed, but she's getting possessed by some bad person who wants to destroy like the whole, and she starts to destroy the whole world. And by stealing also the power of the princess, and so the princess gets saved by a little boy whose origin, we don't know a lot about his origin at the beginning of the game. But he's kind of funny, and you always get like his helpers, and there are some people that join the fight, and it's always about fight and story and love and passion and whatever. It's really fun. So that's what we are currently playing at. We kind of are through like most of half of the game, and I still enjoy it. So more updates about that in a while, once we have finished it, I think. What else can I tell you? So I think I'm nearly done with like my talk for today. My voice is getting like, my throat is getting a bit dry, and I do my best to talk here. But yeah, let's see, maybe a little bit. So what else? The only thing that I really wanted to tell you as well, as you can see, I did do a little pause on my nails. So I took off like my gel nails, like it's actually permanent nails. I don't know what you call them, gel nails, yeah. So my friend took them off for me, and I'm doing quite a little pause until July. And afterwards I will probably put them on again, but just to give my nails a little bit of time to recover and to breathe, and yeah, to get healthy again before I start putting stuff on them again. But when I was at her place the last time and she did my nails, she was like listening to some music, and I had heard about like the artist, but I was really not I did not know a lot about her. I had heard some songs and they were catchy, but she never fascinated me like some artists do. But once I was there, the song just did not leave my mind. And it was like Cry Baby by Melanie Martinez. And she won Idol. And I did not know that. Like American Idol, I think she won. And when I started like looking her up, I found out about that. And I was like, so, oh, how could I miss her actually? She's like an incredible talent, and so I kind of listen to her songs every day now, ever since I was at my friend's place. I just could not get the songs out of my mind, and I missed some X's as well here. What did I do? And yeah, so I just had to order her like music, because like this is it. This is Cry Baby, and I really had to order it because I liked it so much. And it arrived today. So it's not a deluxe edition. I took a look at it, but I could not find it. But it's so fun. So if you have not heard about her, just check her out. Just check out Cry Baby, you might know it. Check out Carousel, super cute. One of my favorite ones is Training Wheels and Pity Party. And also like the Pacify Her. I really love all of these. So, and the lyrics are so good, like really good. If you have like some music updates or like kind of stuff that you really like, please let me know what kind of music you're listening to, because I always love to discover new music, new songs, new books, all of that. You can always like drop down some recommendations, even if you don't want to say anything about like the canvas here I'm working on, or like what I was talking about. You can always just like drop down some recommendation about anything. That's fine. I would be so happy about that as well. So let me just put down this last little epsilon here, and I will be finished for today. I think there's nothing left that I wanted to talk to you guys about. I did like go through most of it, and yeah, I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I'm really sorry I took such a long time off, but I will be back more regularly. So please let me know in the comments down below what kind of videos you like about diamond painting, so that I can diversify like the videos I do. I really enjoy doing whip and sip and chats and unboxing videos, but every suggestion is welcome. Also let me know in the comments down below if you have like book suggestions or something you think that I might like, or music suggestions, whatever. Whatever. So, you know, whenever I say whatever now, the song always comes to my mind. I'm that much into her world and songs and whatever at the moment. So here we go. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel and you liked today's video, you might like the rest also do. So anyway, I hope you have a nice week, and I hope you stay healthy, and I hope you stay hydrated, guys. And I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.